What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Bill, and in today's video we're here again with Matt at Tattoo Matt 71 and his Bronco. Now if you have a soft top, an OEM soft top with a cat on it like Matt does, you know when you put this back you do not have very much visibility. And then if you also are like Matt and you also have the JBL soundbar, then even with the top up you don't have much visibility out of the rear, and especially if you have the top open you have zero visibility. So Matt's brought by a possible solution, which is this Wolfbox mirror. It is a powered mirror. It's got a forward facing camera that works as a dash cam, and it also has a rear camera that you can connect so that it is a digital display uninterrupted camera view out of the rear. So it's like you have a rear view mirror with absolutely no obstructions. So we're going to take a look at this. Which is a nice big mirror.
So satisfying.
Yes. So that's got a nice, it's got a little bit of a bezel there, but it's pretty much the entire thing's a screen. You got your forward facing camera, and then we'll have to wire up the rear camera. So the camera itself comes with a cigarette lighter plug-in that you can plug in for power. We also have a hardwired kit, which we have. It has the camera itself with some wire, and then it's got these little rubber straps where you can just strap that over your existing mirror. They also have a kit that will replace your existing mirror with a piece that will go to that, which Matt did order, but it's not in yet because it got stuck somewhere. But yeah, so I think what we'll do, and we'll see how it goes, is we'll need to run the power wire. Once we do, we'll run the power wire up under here and down the pillar into the fuse box, and then on the other side we'll run back and down so it could come along behind this panel and just tie into this loom that's going back here and out, and place the camera back here. So then we'll have the camera, we'll have the mirror, we'll have the wiring, and that should be everything, hopefully. And we have the cat. Yes, Matt stopped me before I started taking all his panels off and said maybe we could just tuck the wire back behind there, and he may be onto something. If we take this grab handle off, that's where I was concerned about, was being able to fish it down through there, but if we take that off we might be able to do it. But we need smaller than this size. Alright, so that just goes on there. Straps around. I gotta come over this way a little. There we go. Beautiful. Now,
Let's see.
that's gotta fit on there like so. And so yeah, I'm gonna leave a little excess there if we can. Just get this. There it goes. think this is where we might hit one. So this is pretty tight. But if we can get that pushed under there, we will be golden. All right, so I don't think this is going to fit behind this panel, but we can zip tie it up out of the way and make that work the way it is. Now we just need to pop this down. There we go. So now this end of the wire can run up through here. So now that we are looking at the fuse box, we've got a ground and we've got two fuses that we need to figure out where we can put. One should be for constant power and one's for auxiliary power, so when your key's turned on and one when they're not. All right, so there are two wires. There's the constant power, which is yellow, and the accessory, which is red, which is backwards to any other installation I've ever done, but that's what they have. So we actually have these mini fuses that we're plugging into, so these are not going to fit, so we're just going to end up cutting these wires off. And we got some fuse taps. So this bottom one is 20 amp and it is for the, oops, just double checking, the ignition. So that's going to go to the red wire. But we got these fuse taps here that will hopefully plug in with no problem. All right, and then we can crimp this just to double check again. The red, or no, yeah, red going to the ignition. All right, just make it double checking again. So yeah, I'm just gonna cut this and splice that, and then we'll do the same thing up here for this 20 amp, which is the ignition or the constant power. So let me get my crimpers and we'll take care of that. All right, so we got everything put back together here. We got the little bit of wire sticking out here, not really noticeable, I don't think, with it black up against the black. So that's good. Next we need to run the camera. It looks like he's got an extension that we can use, but I think this is going to be enough. So we got a mount that's going to mount the camera back here like so. The only issue is where
through the lug nut.
Yeah, or through the lug nut. Just its only issue is if you ever, oh well, it's got a plug here, so it does have a quick disconnect. I was just concerned that if you ever had to take this spare off, but it does have a quick disconnect that can be behind there, so you'll be able to disconnect it. So that should work. So then we need to run from here into the door along this and forward. And over to there.
I think there'll be enough.
Yeah, I think so too. Which way is going to be easier to go? Run it forward or run it back? So if we push it backwards, we could disconnect this and push that. I don't know what's on the other end there. Okay, bye, love you. And on this end, so yeah, it's going to be easier to go backwards. Because yeah, this isn't going to be too easy to get through tight spots. So we'll start at the front and work our way back. And I'm going to set this camera inside so I don't throw it or sit on it or break it or anything. Well, they're different sizes, so you can't get it wrong. Good to know. There we go. We'll just tuck this. So here, yeah, we are going to have to take this off here to be able to come through and run back through here, but these come off pretty easy. Let's take both of these off, and then we can feed this through here and run it back that way. There we go. Now we can take this off. We'll set that. We take the front one off. After we drop that down. So I'm just pinching these. You can pull on these clips and pop them down, but if you do it too many times, they start to wear out, and I'd rather not have that come off on him while he's driving. So we'll go ahead and take that off. Take this off. I could pop this panel down. Now this has got a little retainer on there, so if the airbag does go off and it blows it out, it doesn't fly and smack you. So it's just retained there. All we want to do is try to run that wire into here so we can run it through. Quick break. Quick word from our sponsor here on the video. Matt's been here in the garage a couple of times, and so I did finally take a trip down to go see him a couple weeks ago and see how he works in his shop. So this is about, what, 2 weeks now healed?
Yeah.
And looking awesome. Here's some more footage of when he was doing the work. How it looks, but yeah, if you're ever in the area and looking for a tattoo, definitely reach out to Matt. He is the guy to do the work for you. All right, now back to our regularly scheduled programming. Camera died right as I was pushing that wire through there, but that seems like that's gonna work. We'll get this tucked up. And there's plenty of space over here, so much so that the wire just falls right out. Try to make sure we get it pushed back behind it so it doesn't fall out. But over here, it's trying to be difficult. Yeah, that's pretty small size there. Let's get you there. There we go. Now we got some and pull on that a little bit and actually get that tucked up underneath there. All right, now we want to go back behind the airbag there. We don't want to go over top of it, that's for sure. We're going to come down here and then go back. In order to actually pull this panel off, you have to take the floorboard out because it sits on top of it. But hopefully we don't have to take this whole panel off.
We can cram it out.
Okay. But yeah, I'm hoping we can use like that fish wire or something and push it forward and pull it straight back. Of course, it does not want to go forward. We'll go up a little higher so it's over the sub. There we go. Found a path. Hitting something again.
Do that again. Oh yes. Keep going straight. Boom.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
It's because we know what we're doing.
Well,
No question. No question about it. We know exactly what we're doing. All right. Now, hopefully we can just pull this through nice and gently. And everything's going to be all right. Come on. Ooh. Doesn't want to go either way on me now. There we go. There we go. Oh, we're already... All right, so I think we are good there. Let's go ahead and tuck this. And we can pop this bad boy off. If we had this off, we could get to the end of this and kind of feed it through the loom here. Make it all nice and pretty. And we could still kind of cut into the loom.
I think it'd be just fine.
And feed it, or we can just tape it, and we could use this,
yeah,
the fuzzy tape that looks like it. Now this one, I'm trying to remember which side the clips are on this. I think they're on the inside. You got pop the.
I know there's one broke on this one already, so
yeah, you want to pull from the inside. And then pull it out because this side's got the clips that slide in there.
sound editing now.
And alternatively, we could just push it through the flaps back here. I think that's going to have to be the
probably work.
I think that's going to have to be the route we go. Of course, you don't want to wrap it around like that when I did, like I just did. So yeah, I think, well, we just did that for no reason because there's no way we're going to fit that through. And then I was looking, it's got 4 pins, so there's probably this wire plus 3 wires in there that are super thin, and I don't want to cut this and splice that tiny of a wire and then have something that can break. So I think the move is going to be just to pass it down through the flap. Yeah, there we go. So 1/4 inch drill bit fits that perfectly. I was thinking we wanted to make sure we could pull that all the way through, so make it easy to quick disconnect if you had to take the tire off, but you can still reach it right back here to connect if you do. So I think that should do the trick. It definitely has a bit more of a view than.
I'd say that looks pretty good.
And got a little bit extra of a view there than you did with your regular mirror.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Excellent. So this thing's still on. Oh, boom. Yep. Says so. So we got that in. We drilled the hole there. It's got the quick disconnect, so if he ever has to do the spare, he can undo this and do that quick disconnect. We just need to tuck all the wires nice and neat now. Did you red wire? Not concerned about that because he already got the factory backup camera with the bigger screen for when you go into reverse, so no need.
Right.
So yeah, we just need to get this adhered, which they have a 3M pad that's made specifically for that, and get everything wrapped up or taped up and tucked away, and it should be good to go. We gotta put these panels back on. You probably can't even see anything because these are horrible in low light, but yeah, the camera, it's decent image for in low light. Got a golf ball stuck in the bed of his truck. All right, so I think that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for the video. The mirror install was pretty awesome. I like it. Matt, you happy with it?
I am. I like
So
it.
we'll put links. He picked it up from Amazon. I'll put links down in the description where you can pick them up if you want. And don't be sure to check out his YouTube. Be sure to check out Matt's Instagram at TattooMatt71, right?
Yes.
71. I always like 71. Yeah. Yeah. At TattooMatt71. Check him out on Instagram. And if you're in the Louisville area or nearby, definitely stop by to check him out at Imperial Tattoo. He does great work, as I've seen. So thanks again. Wait. Hold on. So thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. If you'd like to see more videos like this in the future, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.